Alright everybody, hello and welcome to another episode of Model Kit Builds. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Yolopark AMK series, Optimus Prime, from Transformers Rise of the Beasts. And the first thing I gotta say is, what the fuck, packaging people? Delivery people? What did you do? I mean, I don't keep my boxes, but what the hell is this? Look what you did, you squished it. It barely frickin' stands up on its own. Also keep in mind, this is the second take I've had to do with this review, so that's why it's open. So ignore the fact that it's open, but they just utterly destroyed it. Like, God. Anyway, you got Prime here, Prime here. This is authentic Transformers merch licensed by Hasbro. The top says Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Bottom says Transformers Rise of the Beasts. This side has Optimus Prime right there with the name. And this side has the same thing on it. And the back here has the front and back image of Optimus Prime. Very nice. An action pose down there. A detail shot there. And a little like how to assemble there, which this part's kind of interesting because like the chest was already assembled in mine, so I don't know why they add that step. But yeah. And there's just stuff over here, warnings, things I can't read, so. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the box, so let's take a look at Prime himself. Alright, so here is Optimus Prime, and he looks fantastic. There's just so much detail going on here. I mean, it really does look like he leapt off the screen. Really does. That head sculpt is just on point. Everything up there is on point. Coming down the chest here, very nice looking. Very, very nice looking. You can see that molded Autobot symbol down there. I love that. Come down further here. Of course, you know, it is a model kit, so if you wanted to, you could go in and probably paint in some details if you wanted to. I mean, I do kind of wish that the gray on him was more of gunmetal gray, but that's okay. That it's not, I guess. But you know, you could make all this chromed up if you wanted to. You could look at the side here. There you go. Very nicely done there. But yeah, you could totally paint this guy up if you wanted to. And he's got back of the leg detail, like, that's not something you usually get on just a standard action figure, you know? But yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna paint mine. I don't want to do that, but the other side there, it's very, very nice. And I'm gonna bring in some boyos for a comparison for you here. So first up here we have is the Studio Series Rise of the Beast Bumblebee, and you can see he's tiny. He's just tiny. This doesn't scale, like, at all. So he's a tiny guy, and yeah. And for another comparison here is the Voyager Class Gamer Edition Optimus Prime from Studio Series, and it's a little bit closer. I'll give you that. It is a little bit closer, but still not quite there. It's probably closer to a leader class. I don't have any leader classes in the vicinity. I'd have to like run down to the basement and pull a leader class out for that comparison, and I'm lazy, so I'm not going to do that. But there you go. Now we'll take a look at his articulation. Alright, bringing in Prime here. Gotta be careful a bit. The head can come down and back. Up at the head. Thank you. I think you could get more, but the head's ball joint is very stiff. It barely wants to move. I mean, you can get it to move, but it just doesn't like to. But you can get his head all the way around if you need to. So yeah. The arms, they can come out if you need them to. They can come out pretty decently, actually. There's a good bit of stuff going on in the arms to allow it to come out like that. So it's very nice, actually. The arms can also come forward if you need them to. I don't, but yeah. There we go, sorry. His arms seem to be popping out a bit. Anyway, still on the arms, we can get them to go all the way around, of course. So that's nice. And the elbow, I like this clever bit of engineering here. You would think that's going to get stuck on this bar here, but this bar moves forward. So then you can get the elbow all the way up like that. Pretty good, pretty clever. And of course the hand can rotate all the way around, as it should. So that's the arms. As you are probably seeing, the chest here, there's a upper torso bend here that can go forward and backward and left and right. Mine seems to be a little bit loose, but it's not terrible. You do get that also at the waist as well. You get a bend or a rotation, so you know, do with that what you will. You could get some pretty good poses out of that, I'm sure. The legs, however, you move these skirt pieces for a minute in both directions. So you move that. Come on, skirt piece, I need you to move. Thank you. You get about that much forward because the skirt piece is in the way. And I don't want to bend it any further because I'm afraid that that skirt piece is just going to fly off or something. So I really don't want to try doing that. Back, kind of the same story, a little bit back. You do get a nice bend at the knee though. Very nice knee bend. But yeah, it's not the best in the feet, unfortunately. Well, the legs. The feet themselves, they can move forward and backward pretty easily. You can get some toe bend as well if you so need it to be. So that's pretty much it though for his articulation. But yeah, that's pretty much it here for my review on this guy. I recommend it. It's easy to build. It takes all of like 10 minutes to put this guy together because most of it comes pre-assembled. He does come pre-painted, but of course, again, it is a kit, so if you wanted to, you could go in and paint stuff. If you wanted to, you could probably totally repaint this guy if you wanted to, you know? You could do whatever your heart desires since it is a kit. I got mine from Yolopark's website directly. Took about, I think it was 2 weeks to get here. And again, you saw how banged up the box was, so just kind of be prepared for something like that to happen to you. So, but that's pretty much going to do it. So if you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.